So I got a couple of those trees on the ground, kind of ran out of time the other day. It's actually a couple evenings later, and I just got off from work, so I figured I'd try to run down here real quick and at least take down one more of these trees. And what I'm doing is actually, I'm cutting down a tree and then cleaning up the mess from it and moving the logs up. And that way I'm not having to, take down a tree and then trip over stuff and having limbs laying everywhere. So I'm going through and cleaning up the mess as I go. And that way I don't end up getting overwhelmed or having big, huge piles of brush and stuff to have to work around. So it's working out pretty good, taking down 1 or 2 trees at a time and just getting them cleaned up that way. And I've got actually 2 more trees right here in this area that I plan on taking down, which both of these are poplar trees. As you can see, actually right here behind me, that tree right there it's a pretty good sized tree, and it's actually leaning towards the yard. So hopefully it will fall where I want it to go. The other 2 had a little trouble with, but I had to work with them, and I was able to just get through it. But anyways, sometimes things aren't always as they seem, and you can look at something, and I make it a practice to walk all the way around those trees and try to figure out exactly which way they've got lean and how that I can make them fall. But it doesn't always work out according to plan, and sometimes you kind of have to improvise in the middle of it. So again, we're going to be using our MS271 to do the main part of the tree. I want to talk about this saw a little bit, but not so much in this video, because I want to use it more and really get a good opinion of it before I start saying anything or my ideas behind it or anything like that. Same goes with the MS171. I like to use stuff before I start trying to tell my opinions about it, because until you use it enough to draw a conclusion or have an opinion about it, then you can't really give a fair opinion about it if you haven't used it enough for that. So anyways, we're going to use it some more, and then here pretty soon in a future video we'll talk about this saw a little bit more. that's pretty much going to wrap it up for today. And you know, I'm actually enjoyed the last few days. I've actually got to use a little bit of everything in our equipment, which, you know, that's one of the things that makes being outdoors enjoyable is, you know, the work is nice and it kind of the exercise and everything like that, but then also getting to operate your tractor, your grapple, use those tools to help make your life a little bit easier. Plus I got to try out my new Stihl chainsaws, and you know, I'm gonna be doing a video on those pretty soon about you know, my opinions and stuff on it, because like I said before, I haven't quite used them enough to come to a conclusion of what I think about it or really have a valued opinion on it, simply because I haven't used them enough. And I like to put some time behind that kind of stuff before I come out and say what I think my opinion is on it. So anyways, you know, we've got to do all that. It's actually clouding up right now. It has been really, really nice the last several days. There's been almost no humidity. It's been in the low to mid 80s, and it's been great. Today actually started that way. It got pretty warm, and then this evening, the humidity was insane. As you can see, I am wringing wet, and it's only like 80, 85 degrees. But what has happened is the breeze had quit completely. There's been no wind. The air's been completely stagnant, and it's been super humid. And now, just in the nick of time, I finished clearing this tree up, and I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's actually getting dark as I'm speaking, because there's some big dark storm clouds rolling in, and I can hear the thunder off in the distance. And just now, the breeze picked up, and it feels amazing out here right now. But we got the tree and everything up just in the nick of time. If it comes a big rain and makes this stuff muddy and stuff down in here, I don't want to rip it up real bad, because I really want to, this is my yard, and it's kind of the view from the back of my house, and I like having the nice green grass out through here, kind of leading into the woods, which is one thing that we've been trying to work on, because the trees shade it so much that we can't get grass to grow really good back here. So that's part of why I'm taking down these trees, plus kind of moving them back, moving the tree line back a little bit. Anyways, like I say, that's going to wrap it up for today. Follow along for all the stuff coming up, like on the Stihl chainsaws, more tractor stuff, and we're going to be putting our EastonMade 916 back to work. We have got to get enough firewood to last us till next year. I've actually been selling some firewood, and that's why I need to split more now, because the opportunity come up, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, sure, I'll sell you some firewood. We done that, so now we're running a little bit behind, and we've got to make sure we get our firewood for next year, so we're going to be splitting like crazy here in the next little bit. So guys, I also wanted to mention, I've been using Captain Ron's insect repellent here the last couple weeks. I've come to a pretty good conclusion on it, so there will be a full video coming up on that. So this evening I came out here, started to work, and where it was so humid, the gnats and bugs and stuff were aggravating me to death, and I was like, oh, my Captain Ron's, I'll go put that on. So I went and got it, I put it on there, and this entire time that I've been working cutting this tree down, I've not had insects bothering me or nothing. It feels just like they're not even here. So I'm super impressed with that stuff. Like I say, there'll be a full video on that coming up, so stay tuned for that. So guys, thanks for following along. If you like videos like this, make sure to click that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.